Here are two ways to connect your tube yarn. The first is with a knot. So you're going to pull back the outside of the tube yarn and cut out about 3 to 4 inches of the stuffing. Then take the two ends of the yarn strands that you want to connect and pull them as tight as you can together and create a knot. I'm using two different colors of yarn here so it's easy to see, but you can also do this with the same color yarn just to connect multiple skeins. So trim off the end so that you have a nice knot. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when making a simple chain. Although I've already connected my yarn strands, I recommend waiting until you are to the point in your project when you need to. So as you can see, it has a really pretty front, and then you can see the knot on the back. So this is really perfect for pillows or handbags that have an inside, and it's easy to hide that knot. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like if you're using a hand knit technique. So I'm starting with a simple chain again. But with knitting, you pull your loops through and then work your way across. So as you can see, the color is changing and the front is really pretty again. And then I will turn it over on the back so you can see where the knot is and how it is hidden. The second way to connect your tube yarn is with needle and thread. So choose a color that will match your tube yarn. If you're using two different colors, I usually put the darker one on top. So we're going to start with the darker color, cut out about 1.5 inches of the stuffing, pull the outside of the fabric over, and then you're going to tuck it in on itself. Then grab your needle and thread, and we're going to get ready to sew the yarn together. So you're going to take the other strand and push it inside the strand that you have already gotten ready. You want the inside fluff of each strand to be touching so that there's no gaps. And then we're going to sew around the circumference of the yarn. So I use a very simple under-over technique and just work my way around and then make a knot. And then I usually hide the end of my thread through the center of the yarn at least once. Trim your thread, and now you have a nice seam connecting your two strands of yarn. This is a simple chain where the color change is hidden really well, and then this is a knit technique where you can see the seam of the color change. So which technique do you prefer, the knot or the sewn? Make sure to save this post for later.